皆さんこんにちは。ゆきえタイムズにようこそ。アメリカシカゴ在住フルーティストのゆきえです。今回は音程の練習方法についてお話ししたいと思います。やはり音程といったらオーケストラの中でも大声が要だと思うので、同僚のゲイブに登場してもらいます。Honestly, I'm still working on my intonation. It is so hard to get a perfect intonation all the time. Be honest, actually, when I was undergrad, my colleague told me, "You're so terrible intonation."
Oh no!
And since then, I practice intonation so hard. So by the time, I thought I should build a basic idea of a relative pitch. Since I was little, I used to play the piano, so I kind of have a perfect pitch.
Really?
Yeah. Do you want to
Let's
test?
Test.
Yes.
What's the pitch? That was close. What was it? F?
No.
E?
E? Yeah, E. No.
It's a little off.
I thought you didn't play this piano.
Okay, I'll test you on the piano.
Yes, please. E.
Yes.
Yes. So, I wish I could prove a little my perfect pitch, but maybe not enough. But anyway, so some of you might think even you sing the pitch, but actually the singing is different from what you thought. So that's how I actually practice with the piano. Something so the relative pitch. So that's build up like your thought with the pitch. So that's how I actually practice the intonations. And it's actually really helped me. So let me get my flute. So even with the flute, okay, so this is pretty good. So make sure I play the same pitch with the piano. But we have to be careful that the piano is equal temperament. So, but in the orchestra is pure temperament. So the intonations might be a little different. So that's I have to be careful not too much rely on the piano pitch. And so that's my practicing. But how did you practice for your intonation?
So there was a lot of similarities.
Okay.
I definitely use the piano as well, and I use a tuner with a drone. So with the piano, I would hit a note like Yuki would. I'd hit the pedal, and then I would put my oboe and I'd play a scale to it, and just make sure that everything is tuning relative to that C or another note that I would play.
Actually, I remember once my undergrad teacher actually said, if I play the correct pitch into the piano with the pedal, I can ring the G because the pitch,
The overtones.
or vibration or something would affect nicely to the strings. But if I play the wrong intonation of the G, I don't think it will ring. It's hard. Yeah, I hear more. So that's a good measurement to make sure you have a good intonation.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Sometimes at school, if there was no piano available, or if you're in a small space and you have a keyboard, I would set the sound to organ, pipe organ, because you hear more of the overtones with the pipe organs. And so for me, it was easier to tune because I could hear the different overtones from that.
That's good.
So now, when it comes to tuning instruments, it's a little bit different because it's not just about matching the pitch or being in tune per se, it's also about tone color.
Tone color is different, yes. Even the same pitch, you might hear differently, yes. That's so true.
So it's really about blending the sound, almost so that it sounds like one instrument. Well, it's easier if we demonstrate.
All right.
But when it's perfectly in tune, it's almost like you can't hear yourself.
That's how it's matched, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna do off the pitch. That's almost you hear two A's.
Yeah, you hear it really kind of spread apart.
So that's actually what you're looking for to hear it.
So we'll try an excerpt from Beethoven 7. And actually, Yuki, you want to play maybe just the first 2-3 measures? Okay, and so now we'll play it together and we'll listen to how the sound changes when we're both playing.
It is actually very hard excerpts to blending.
Yes, very hard.
Yes.
It was pretty close. There were maybe 1 or 2 notes where it
off.
wasn't quite. And so in rehearsal, that's where we'd get together and we'd really try to match everything.
Yes. Now let's do some harmony.
Okay.
Well, you can figure out if you're in a good harmony. I sometimes hear the buzzing, maybe when we play the harmony, I hear some
Yeah, some harmonics that come out.
harmonics. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, why don't we try like a fifth?
Yeah, I do hear a little. So that's actually how I used to figure out if you're playing in a good harmony.
Yeah, and each interval is different. And so even for us, we've been playing our instruments for such a long time, and we've also been playing together for a long time. And intonation is so hard, we're constantly having to work on it.
Yes. 本日もご視聴ありがとうございました。グッド評価ボタン、皆様のコメントお待ちしております。See you next time!